Previously on PeakD&D, Real Dad and Ravi have a quick heart-to-heart, even though there's a little alcohol involved. They start to connect. Meanwhile, we are walking back to the train car full of explosives with the fire giant. Julius uses mind sense and mind powers to convince Gauntly, the fire giant, that we are here to help, that his presence is kindly requested outside of this train car that we can take, and another train car will be by in about an hour and a half to pick him up. Meanwhile, we take the train car with Ravi's help of the magical crystal to get the train car back to the fire giant castle. We devise a plan. Boom Boom helps us rig up the train car with 10 minutes. We park the train car. Boom Boom rigs it. We have 10 minutes. We run through the castle. Fire giant coming after us. Searchlight is coming after us. Fire dogs. But no, everything explodes. We get away on the ship. We explode. Go.
Last time on PeakD&D, we are doing cool guy things and sailing away from a big friggin' explosion, which is awesome. Ravi's still drunk, so that was fun. And we meet up with the Marinans. They call back on the doop-de-doos and come up near us, and we kind of have a little powwow with the Marinans of how we're going to get to Jastian and if we should go underwater with the bubbles or if we should go Prince Ali and go crazy. But then we have some downtime, and Julius gets a lot of reading done, which was good, and got a lot of cool things from that. Oren does some juuling, but has a weird conversation with both of us, but it ends up fine. And then Ravi does some sweet dad montage bonding with fire and magic and stuff and we all got some cool bonuses. And so we all went to bed. This was 2 days of downtime. And we all went to bed on the second day, and then all of a sudden Ravi just wakes up with a splitting headache to really bright light and a lot of pistol noises, and we are being attacked by the crew.
Last time on PeakD&D, we picked up round 2 fighting the crew of the Jorva's Revenge. There were a few of them beaten up on our fellas with glowing green eyes and black shadowy veins creeping over their faces. Obviously, they were not in control of their own senses. Our intrepid heroes triumphed, and not without a few casualties. R.I.P. Grover and Benson, and Fishhook. No,
Blind Joe.
Blind Joe. The ones I can never remember their names. The captain, the rest of the crew who was awake during the time was unconscious. The captain was missing. The Marinans, gone. They found the longboat that the captain presumably took. They found evidence that he wandered off into the swamp, but not before a couple of questions came up. But before they had a chance to find an answer, they had to meet some Cajun swamp beaver people on the way.
That's how that episode started. We met the most wonderful Casterlow. Is that what they were called?
Casterlow, yeah.
Casterlow, yeah. These wonderful Bayou beaver folk, super Bayou and Cajun, and it was great. We met 3 Bufords. There's actually 4 at least. Buford's more of a clan name, we discovered, but so Buford won. We did our best to interpret, and they acted as great guides. We were following Ravi's dad into the swamp. He rowed his boat ashore, and followed him into the swamp, and then the beaver people, the Bufords, lead us to the big giant cave that's in this tree, and it's a massive tree, 100 feet around, and then we start going down, and there's mining platforms. They used to mine the deep roots, but they stopped there, and it definitely looked pretty brackish, so it's kind of Shadow King-y. And so then we start going down, and of course we get attacked by shadows, and we did not do our best at healing up before that fight, and so we got our asses kicked, but by the grace of Deus Ex and Nara, we somehow made it to the bottom of the cavern miles down. We are.